withdraw his candidacy in the upcoming presidential election. He was also attacked from the stage of the Republican Party convention in Milwaukee.
Nevada, trying to prove to his detractors he's fit to run the country for another 4 years, and had lined up a big speech. But then
he just
questions from the press.
Mr. President, how do you feel? How do you feel?
I'm good, he said, but it didn't look that way as he made his way hesitantly up the steps. And it's not just the virus that's attacking him. One of his closest and most powerful supporters, former Speaker Nancy Pelosi, now reported to have told him the polls say he can't win the election in November and is damaging other candidates. Emerging in Delaware hours later, the president knew another congressman had come out calling on him to step aside. COVID now means he can't go out in public to defend himself when he most needs to. Meanwhile, at the Republican convention, his opponents were projecting a message of strength.
The highlight was the keynote address given by the new vice presidential candidate, J.D. Vance.
With a rags-to-riches life story that's been both best-selling novel and Hollywood movie, Vance has plenty of tales of growing up poor, which he uses to flesh out an intellectual case for radical change in the way America's run.
This moment is not about me, it's about all of us, and it's about who we're fighting for. It's about the auto worker in Michigan wondering why out-of-touch politicians are destroying their jobs.
Joe Biden also under fire from the families of 13 Marines killed in the chaotic U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan.
And during last month's debate, he claimed no service members have died during his administration. None. That hurt us all deeply.
The bungled retreat from Kabul devastated Joe Biden's approval ratings, and they've never recovered. The Republicans want to make sure voters remember that. Sean Whelan, RTE News, Milwaukee.
All right, guys, Young Lee Jr. So when I kind of discussed about this before, they said President Biden, he may rethink the election. I know due to his health and his age, things are catching up to him. And think about this, too. President Biden been in politics his whole life. I mean, elected as one of the youngest senators, Delaware. I mean, he's been in Washington for a very long time. And he completed his goal and becoming his ultimate goal and becoming the United States president. Yes, he was the vice president as well, too. And I believe he's doing everything he can. But at the same time, too, the Democratic Party truly believe, like, hey, at this point, they're in an identity crisis. They're like, okay, got our main man, President Biden, a little bit incoherent at times, but, he's getting a little bit older. Can he sustain and make these hard decisions and run for a second term? Can we at least remain some type of opposition against Trump and the Republican National Party? And the thing is, too, this is like allegedly rumored, he may announce this. We may know something around this weekend for a final decision after he recovers and gets well. I hope he gets well because of the vid. But I look at this, too, man. Even Kamala Harris is right. Kamala Harris, the vice president, she's supposed to be the next runner-up. But I think a lot of people in that party are not confident that she can, win the polls or win people over. At the end of the day, can she, compete against Trump, this upcoming November? So this is kind of strange. You got, like I said, I told you had like Peter Welch, who was the Vermont senator. You had some other senators that, they encouraged him to step down. Former President Barack Obama. So they said Mr. Biden has faced fresh criticism as a heavyweight Democrat. He urged him to abandon his re-election bid, and the backlash grew over plans for a virtual nomination before the party conference. Now, White House officials, meanwhile, believe former House of Representatives Speaker Nancy Pelosi backed California Representative Adam Schiff called for Mr. Biden to step aside in the race. So Ms. Pelosi has told Mr. Biden he cannot win the November 5th election, a top White House source with direct knowledge of the matter. Yeah. A second Trump presidency will undermine the very foundation of our democracy, and I have serious concerns about whether the president can defeat Donald Trump in November, Mr. Schiff said in a statement in the Los Angeles Times. Yeah, it's Well, okay, hold on. They saying Vice President Kamala Harris is considered a forerunner if Mr. Biden does drop, although he was shown no sign he was well. Party chief said they need to carry out the virtual roll call by 7 August. Yeah, he had a hard time going up the stairs in the Air Force One. But, I mean, they said several politicians are planning to sign a letter against the virtual nomination plan. Others have criticized it against U.S. media. Mr. Biden insists that Democratic voters support him, but a poll by the Associated Press North. So yeah, man, this is gonna be really interesting, man. Until we get more information, I'm gonna go ahead and say, but I don't know. Would you guys think that, you know, is he gonna, you know, step aside? I mean, to me, like the way President Biden is, like, he's gonna do everything in his being. Why, as long as he's still living, he got breath in his body, he's gonna continue to run. And I think he, you know, it's by means if God wanted him to, you know, go ahead and do it. But at the same time, man, you know, if it's neglecting your health, is it worth it at the end of the day? So, but y'all like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Tell me what y'all think, man. Be respectful. I love y'all. I'm out.